What's up, crypto family? This is Ocean Starship with another video. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But we're going to talk about another gem that I discovered. And when I saw this, I had to do my decode on it. And after decoding it, I felt comfortable buying some. Because I know right now, many of you are definitely up if you took my advice on buying D-Wave, right? If you invested like $1,000, you should be sitting on around maybe almost close to $5,000. So this is the next one, right? Which is called Bear AI, Big Bear AI, or BBAI. And I decided to decode, bought the Big Bear. And notice the 586, but you flip that 6, you get the 589. You see, you guys, I'm the only problem. When I do these decodes, I show you the entire system, fam, how it's all connected. Because I found the Great Reset, the Hunger Games, which is coming, built different. See, I inherit the Earth, G, right? Death insurance. Decode the Anunnaki God, and secrecy with the 468, which is on L-Core. You see, my decodes don't just talk about one coin most of the time, fam. I show you the system that's coming. Because notice you see Substacks, right? I'm going to prove it. Notice the 690 and the 774 in the same line, right? You see Artificial Spirit, which is AI. You see the Anointed Time. Let's get to it, right? 10th commandment, and I'm sorry, I have let's get to it twice, right? But notice 10th commandment has the 1092, right? Which is silver, buy now or cry later. But notice Substacks has the 690 and 774, right? Also, we find X Spring, right? Now, when you see that, also it has the 642, you flip that as 294. But look what it says, Ripple, right? Welcome to spring, right? But notice the first three letters, XPR, fam. You see, I show you the system, fam. I give you a well-rounded view how all of this is going to come together. But let me go even further, because I found the White Rabbit and 369. But remember and notice the 369 has 691. But remember I told you Substack 690 and 774? Well, notice Metallicus is 690. Notice FinNexus is 690. Notice Metal Blockchain is 774, right? And 691 is 369, the Tesla numbers, right after 690, Metallicus, FinNexus, and Metal Blockchain is 774. You see, I know these numbers, fam, because I have so many of them memorized. But I'm showing you the system, fam. It's all connected, right? We have understanding. I love truth. You see Prototype, Decode God's 9 code, Truth Seeker, and the Geometric Key, right? The Geometric Key. And you also see Truth Seeker, because that's what we're doing. We're seeking the truth, right? And it says, I love truth, because truth will set you free. And it also says understanding, fam. Well, let me show you something else. Notice it says Deep State Decodes, right? But Deep State Decodes leads you to Wind Powerball, Proton VPN, Son of Storm with the 924, those three numbers. You see David Rockefeller, and you see God is in our DNA, right? And that's a double meaning, because God is in our DNA is also anchored. DNA is anchored. And you see financial windfall. But God is in our DNA, fam. Literally. We see thankfulness, right? Or thankfulness. You see Spain blackout, right? It's giving us a hint, fam. Because right behind that, you see super decoder. You see that T word shot, right? You see that, fam. Divine justice, the solar storm, and the wrath of God. You see, I mentioned something about that in my last video, fam. You're trying to prepare yourself for the very wrath that God is bringing, when all you have to do is get the covenant and the umbrella of the Most High. Also, right here, you see black supremacy and pussy file, right? 942. Flip that, 294, 642, right? All powerful numbers. But I'm going to show you something when it comes to black supremacy, fam, how they have the world fooled at the end. Because the ones you think really running the show is not. But check this out. Boom. Because 900 led me to Big Beautiful Bill, fam. What is Donald Trump speaking about? What is the name of the bill that Donald Trump just set in motion? It's called the what? The Big Beautiful Bill. And now it comes up surrounding all these terms that you saw. So when they say the Big Beautiful Bill, what are they really talking about? Right? Just like they did talking about buying the toilet paper. Remember that? They're talking over our heads, fam. But I decided to decode the Big Beautiful Bill to see what they were talking about. What is the Big Beautiful Bill? What will I find? Right? And I found this is master. Monarchy. Sound of silence. And we know silence is anchored. You see perfection of ISIS. All homage to ISIS. You see $13. You see this term I'm not going to try to pronounce, but you see the 792. And then you see Met key code with the 636, which is on L-Core, right? We're talking about the Big Beautiful Bill, fam. That's what Trump is talking about, fam. They know what's coming. The Big Beautiful Bill. The Anchor. Metallicus. They know what's coming. Right? Because 792 is Anchor Wallet. Right? The sound of silence. Right? The sound of silence. That is the Anchor Wallet, fam. We're talking about the Big Beautiful Bill. Also, we have the Guide to Faith. Perception of time. I seeing it firsthand, fam. You see God's pleasure. It 888 bride. Decode keymaker. And China not touch, right? Why does China keep coming up? Why not Brazil? Why not Singapore? Why not Mexico? Right? Why China keeps coming up, fam? Something is going on behind the scenes, fam. You also see Anu start, right? All homage to Anu. You see one can teach the other, right? That's what I'm doing, fam. You see chance to hack the random code. You see Malachi York, right? One of our greatest teachers the earth has ever seen. All homage to Malachi York. You see be in higher spirits and right position, fam. We're talking about the Big Beautiful Bill. And we're also talking about Big Bear AI. Because remember when I told you to remember that term, black supremacy? Well, this is what that meant, fam. It's the Moors, right? There are good Moors and there are the dirty Moors. But that's the power. That's the real power, fam. But you will never know who they are. But I tell you one thing, fam. When you see this term and you see all these other terms in this video, it's definitely talking about the system that's coming, fam. Because it's tied to the ones at the top. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video, fam. Also, come over, join the Patreon. And if you appreciate my hard work, fam, just go to my link. If you want to send a tip, fam, it's greatly appreciated. Have a blessed day. Starship out.